apparently Jen's not going to say anything, so hello! So this video is supposed to be our first impressions about working for Education First, EF/English First, depending on what department you work for.
And we have our little friend, Heping Lee,
Heping
to
Lee
help us.
Came with our apartment, so thanks, Heping Lee. He's our best friend / good luck charm.
Yeah. Okay, so where do we start with English first?
You start. Go ahead.
Okay, so I feel like we kind of need to do a brief little overview of exactly what the situation is, because it can get a little confusing.
Very confusing.
Okay, so...
Okay, one, we're at different schools.
Well, yes.
Mine's an established school, and Jen's is a new school.
Yeah, it's a new little beezy.
So our experiences are actually very different.
Also, I wanted to back up. So...
Go for it. Back up.
Okay, so English First is like a subsidiary of Education First, which is like a bunch of different things. Like,
correct.
They have like a business school.
Travel abroad,
like all these random things. And like...
Russia, Indonesia.
Yeah. So
China.
English First, China is specifically, obviously, teaching English in China. Okay, and then also there's like franchises and then China owned. So people own, obviously, the franchises versus China as a whole owns the China owned ones, which is why we had to get a TEFL certification by the government, because they're like, you need to be certified beezies. Anyway,
terrible.
So that's like a brief overview. So now we're in our different centers. So there's how many different centers in Beijing?
There are 12 because there is 1 through 15, but in Chinese culture, 13 and 14 are bad luck. So it's like 1 through 12 and then 15, which Jennifer is 15.
So I'm the last
She's
one.
Almost like an unlucky beezy because technically she's 13, although it is called School 15.
Yes. So there you go.
There you go. And I'm at 7, so... Ridge. I'm a Ridge.
Both of our schools are in shopping malls, but mine's a really weird ratchet shopping mall because it's under construction, whereas Alex's
is not actually a shopping mall.
Oh, I thought it was a shopping mall.
No.
Oh, it's like the global
Mine is called the Global Trade Center, which is not a shopping mall.
Oh.
It's in like a business center, which is like 5 instead of like going like building up. They do like 5 semi-high not like skyscrapers, but like it would be a skyscraper. They're all built up. They did like semi-high buildings, and there's 5 of them. And they're called the Global Trade Center. So like there's like mostly businesses, but my specific one is like the like entertainment education building of it.
Oh, okay. So I was completely wrong. I didn't realize.
It's
so
fine.
I'm educated. So
correct. Yeah. So yeah, mine's more like on my specific floor is like restaurants. Which is probably why you were confused, like based off what I was telling you.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I do not work in a mall.
Oh, I work in a mall.
Yeah.
Which is actually what the majority, I would say,
the majority.
of EFs are.
Because we're after school programs.
Think of like a tutoring center mixed with like a private school, mushed.
Because like it's, if you think like mall educations in America, it's not.
It would be like what would you call it? Like a Kaplan or like.
Yeah, but that's not what we
like
are.
after school tutoring, that's not what it is.
Like Chinese education is not comparable to American education whatsoever. Like the standards.
They pay like a lot of money.
So much money to come see us. So like we're actually like, we cater to the upper middle class to upper class students.
Yeah.
Which it doesn't really come off if you say, I work in a mall. It doesn't really come off like that. But yeah, we're like the fancy-ass private tutors, essentially.
Which is like, the way that the malls work here, they're all sectioned, which is genius. Like, all the different levels of the mall. So, like, they have a sports section. So, like, all athletic wear and sporting goods. Kids. So, they have, like, little baby gyms, little baby bath areas. Like, little different... like jungle gyms, like different educational things for kids. So EF would be like, for the most part, on the kids level, except for Alex's because it's on a food level. But yeah, for the most part, they have like in my mall, what do they have? They have like a gym, they have like a music thing, all for kids. And so that's just kind of how it works here. And it's for the rich beezies.
But I feel like that's way better, like, than America. Like, why don't we, like, disperse our shopping stores?
I would like that, yes.
I
you could have, like, all of the, like, girls' clothes.
You can just, like, hop and compare prices instead of, like, going to, like, one corner and then going to the other corner.
But there's also, like, freaking 6 stories on all of our malls, whereas in America it's, like, 2 or 3.
That's true. We went to a mall, like, it was, like, 12 stores, and we're like, I don't want to go this time. We're going to go to, like, 4, and we're going to give up.
at the place where I've been training, there is not only a Walmart, a cinema, and also an ice rink. Because that's all you need in a mall, obviously.
Entertainment.
Correct.
I would like to go ice skating. Why haven't we gone ice skating?
We have
yet?
no time, but we will go.
We will go.
And we will also go rollerblading. Because you can go rollerblading around the bird's nest for the Olympics.
Yes!
At
we
night.
will do that. Okay,
Woo!
completely side note.
That was a side
How
note.
was your first teaching experience in a year?
Ooh, okay. So today, I've had other teaching experiences, but we'll call today because I had my first co-teaching experience. I feel like I can't go into talking about it until I go into talking about some of the teachers.
Go ahead.
Some of the teachers...
It's going to be a very long video, but go ahead.
It is going to be a real long video. Do you feel like people are into it?
It's fine. Just go for it.
Some of the teachers here are freaking horrible. Like, so bad. Really, really bad. And I'm just like, huh? You're teaching little kids? Because there's kids and then there's adults. So Alex and I are just kids. And it's just a seriously bad situation. Nobody's energetic. Like, we just have, like, a bunch of weird white nerdy people.
And then you have,
just,
like, people
chilling.
like us that are just like, all the time. It's like a very intense balance.
Yeah, so a little girl the other day gave me her booger. She, like, offered me... And I was like, okay. And I was like reaching for it because I didn't know what to do. But then, because we have TAs in our classes. TAs.
That speak Chinese. Chinese Americans.
They're just like,
that help.
Yeah, like they speak broken English, but they communicate with the kids.
They're there in case like a child is dying and they're like, in
or
Chinese,
they really
like,
have to
I'm going to like I'm going to throw up.
And I cannot tell you that in English.
Correct. That's what they're there for.
And so then the TA took in the tissue, or I don't know, if they're like trying to ask me what my name is, but they're going to ask me in Chinese, like today, I was like, what is she saying? And then she's like, oh, she wants to know your name. Okay. So yeah. Several little kids told Alex that they love her and that she's pretty, so good for her.
Good for me.
What
else do you want to say about your first experience?
It's fun. Like, there's different levels of how well they speak English here. A lot of them let me say, like, a lot of them I feel like don't know a lot because the teachers suck. And the teachers are not going back and, like, checking for comprehension, and so the kids are just mimicking what the teachers are saying. And so, like, obviously you can memorize. Like, if somebody says something to me in Chinese
I can
over and over and over again, I can tell you.
No problem.
Do I understand what the hell you're saying?
Probably not. Well, probably
So-
us, yes, but probably not.
Yes. So, like, for the most part, I feel like they're just memorizing, but they don't know what they're actually saying. And so when you go back and you show them a picture of something or whatever, they can't actually dictate it to you.
Yeah.
So that's what I think the problem is, but I think that at the root is obviously the teachers and also some of the lesson planning, and so I feel like we can do a better job of fixing it. That is my spiel on that situation.